Nothing helps a great fight scene more than a rockin' soundtrack. Something that just pushes the action forward in a great way. Other games have tried to do this, like One Finger Death Punch and even Kickbeat, which I happen to love. Terrorhythm attempts to do the same thing, but doesn't quite get the same results. Now, the one thing Terrorhythm has going for it is its very stylish look. The visuals look fantastic with this cutout sort of style for its characters, and the animation is fantastic. What it doesn't get though is the control system necessary to make it an enjoyable experience. See, much like the other games, this one's all about defeating your enemies to a select number of unique songs created by the developers. The only problem is, there's really not a whole lot of technique required to do it. Instead, you're required to press the button on every beat, and I mean every single beat. Granted, not every one of those beats will have you attacking an enemy, but still, you're basically hitting the button non-stop for the entire duration of a song. That just isn't very fun. Now thankfully, you aren't hitting the same button. When you're not attacking, you can press down to widen your attack area, and sometimes you can even press up to do special attacks depending on the type of enemy coming your way. Even with these slight variations, it just feels awkward to just sit there and be basically a metronome for the game. The game needs to adapt more to the rhythms of the songs it uses, rather than just the basic 1, 2, 3, 4 beat. That doesn't mean the game is all bad. It has some good things going for it. There's a nice variety of enemies, including some that require different attacks, such as an up button press versus one that's to the left or to the right, and the inclusion of various weapons. Another cool feature is that you get to import your own songs into the game and take out legions of enemies to your favorite tunes. This doesn't work the greatest though. It doesn't always sync up well with the songs that you import, and the beats seem to be off a little bit. It's a great feature that is hopefully improved by the time the full release launches, and something that could add a whole lot to this game. There's also something to be said for the game's presentation. Some things just don't seem complete, for lack of a better word. For example, when a round ends and the music stops, the enemies keep coming, and you still have to hit that button or you'll lose your combo and tank your score. It just doesn't make sense. It just lacks the polish that full release games do. Then again, this is still in early access, so these kind of things could be addressed before the game fully launches. In the end, Terrorhythm was entertaining to look at, but I really don't see myself sinking a whole lot of time into it in its current form. I'll be keeping an eye on it, especially as it gets closer to an official release. But as of right now, it's very repetitive, and the only purpose to play it is to set a high score, and once that's done, you're done. Hopefully the developers can fine-tune some of these gameplay elements and really add some polish to the game to make it a little more enjoyable in the end. But right now, in its current form, I'm giving Terrorhythm a 5.5 out of 10.